up? What's up, guys? How you doing? Manage microphone. Evo, wait. All right. It says it's using it. I don't know, guys. It says it's using it. I kind of makes it look like it's daylight out. That's cool. What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, we don't need an echo. We don't need no alibi. Hey, ho, ho. All right, let me turn that down. I was watching this video. I was sitting on the bench. I was watching this video, and I realized I could come online and watch it. And check it out. I'm eating the same thing as yesterday. Literally, this is the exact same bowl that I had yesterday that I just put in the fridge, and I'm eating again. So that's where we're at. It's 12:48. Finally made it home. Good to be here. Hey. All right.
Everybody, welcome to camp.
Yeah, I just seen this thing called stealth camping, and I wasn't sure what it was. Actually, it just dawned on me I might have to use headphones for this. So you guys don't hear an echo. Okay. So I can hear me and
Camping with Steve.
All right, I can hear that too. All right. Okay, let's see it. Let's see what stealth camping is. I have never heard of stealth camping. I don't know what it refers to. I can kind of assume that it's probably camping in plain sight without knowing you're there. I'm really curious how they're gonna do it. He's gonna do it in a roundabout, so I'm sure he's gonna find some way to conceal himself inside a roundabout. It says 8.2 million views from 2 years ago, so that's some pretty solid analytics there. This is from Steve Wallis, and yeah, it's already got some serious traction here. So yeah, check it out. I'm gonna full screen it and play it.
I've wanted to do this video for a very long time, but I haven't been able to find the perfect spot to do it. And of course, that is a roundabout. Right behind me is the perfect roundabout. I crawled in there the other day to see if it'd be possible, and there's just enough room. It's not going to be big.
By the way, only a certain section of the world calls it a roundabout. Other people call it a rotary. Some people differentiate between a rotary and a roundabout. Those are very different things. You know, rotaries are huge. Roundabouts are like cul-de-sac, you know.
Big enough for a tent or a hammock or even a cot. But on the ground, I should be just fine. Rush hour is happening right now, so there's a lot of traffic coming through. I'm not in there quite yet. I'm going to wait for it to calm down a little bit. But in the meantime, I got to grab and just a real easy.
I don't know if you guys do this, but sometimes it's really fun to just drive around or in a roundabout. But I don't think other people really like when you do that, but it is a really fun thing to do for anybody who has a roundabout. Check it out.
Eat meal for tonight. We'll make like the grocery store, because I don't want to light one in a place like that. That would be nothing but trouble. Now, before I grab food, I'm going to run into Princess Auto and grab a high-vis vest and a big garbage bag so I can look less suspicious. I don't know if that's going to work, but I really hope it does.
That's a good call. Like, I know there's a non-zero chance that people will drive straight into the roundabout. So I wonder if wearing a high visibility vest would be best. I think the whole intention is that people don't know you're there. So that would seem to be problematic. Oops. The stream's getting deleted.
And for my Canadian friends, you're going to know probably what a Princess Auto is. For those that don't, It's like a hardware store that focuses on some more like bigger industrial stuff, driveline, hydraulics, that type of stuff. But they definitely got a high-vis vest in there. Gloves and a high-vis vest. Food is a requirement, of course. And one thing I like to do for little hiking trips or when we were gold mining is that we would grab those little pre-made salads. And it could be like Caesar, Southwestern Ranch, Santa Fe style, whatever. Asian salads, doesn't matter. Get some pre-cooked meat, dump that in there, and stick it in a pita or a wrap, and you got a real easy meal. So I'm going to do that tonight with some soup. I think I can kind of cook on a little alcohol stove. I'm not going to use the butane in all that tinder, dry wood in there, but an invisible flame, what could go wrong with that? So I'll see what they got in here, and then we'll hike on over and see if we get set up for the night. Perfect. Throw the gear into this garbage bag here and head over there to see what's going on. I've managed to actually fit all of the gear for stealth camping into this little backpack, which is good.
I actually think I have one of those, the high visibility vest, because it looks super familiar. I bought mine for a skit that I haven't made yet, so that might be an Easter egg. But I swear I have one that looks exactly like that.
Okay. And then I got some food right back here. Dinner. That'll go in there too. And yeah. So there I go. I'll walk over with this and I'll see if I can get across. The traffic seems to have slowed down, so that's good. And here we go. All right. Just going to stop here and wait for traffic to go past. And just act like I'm in here doing something with these bushes.
Dude, he is so inconspicuous right now. This is method acting at its best. Method acting at its best. Let me play with these bushes.
And let's go. Right. Wandered across, no problem.
Narrowly dodge that car.
Yeah, let's crawl into this thing. See what we can do.
That is a pretty sick roundabout, not gonna lie.
That's okay. We're
Easy.
going right past. And yeah, here we are.
Ooh.
It's gonna be what's where we're gonna camp tonight. So I'll have to crawl under there a little
Love
bit.
it.
Oh yeah, this will work. Okay, I got to take this high vis off, and then we'll get set up here.
Nice. Solid. No one suspected it. Who's gonna know?
This is just fine.
No one's gonna know.
It's soft enough. On the ground here is soft enough that I'm just using a ground sheet, a little tent footprint.
You can't park your Tesla here.
Even in the best of places, people aren't really familiar with roundabouts or how to use them. So
Right.
I'm glad they've placed boulders around the side so a car is not going to squish me at night. Another
I literally just said that. Awesome.
really nice benefit of being in a
Vindicated.
roundabout is that people are so focused on trying not to crash into each other that they're not going to look in here for little old me.
You're so right. Oh my God. How have I never thought of that? Dude is like genius. Genius IQ right here.
I got the same -7 degrees Celsius sleeping bag. Woods brand. Lay that out on the ground here. We'll well, that does it for setting up the shelter. Somebody recommended to me Phillips Brewing, local here. This is an implosion Pilsner, and we all know I like my Pilsners, so we'll just stealth crack this beer. Could have been louder, could have been quieter, but I don't think anybody heard.
Wow.
Yes. One thing I really don't like is this turquoisey blue color, because there's not a whole lot of foliage here on the lower brushes. So I'm going to turn this sleeping bag inside out. Great. Much better. Much more stealthy. I've only seen one piece of garbage in here. It's a whole bag from the liquor store, so while I see that, I'll just tuck that in there. There. Gotta keep these places looking nice and clean. There's one little spot I can actually stand up in the middle here, so that's pretty good. Nice thing is, if you really wanted to get in here, you got to crawl on your hands and knees from any of the access points around the outside of this. I really hope there's no sprinkler system in here. I didn't see one, but it wouldn't surprise me if they put one in.
Oof, middle of the night, just gets soaked. Ugh. Always on the lookout for cops.
The police drove past, and they slowed down a little bit, but they just kept going. I'm sure that's the first of many times they're going to drive by tonight.
It's so funny because when you're in this situation, all you can think about is cops. Is that person driving by? Are they the cops? You know, like that is the only thing going through your mind again and again. It puts yourself in this state of fight or flight just consistently. Very bad for health.
So I'll keep the lights low and just stay hunkered down. Traffic has not died down yet, and I hope it does soon, because I really want to put that high-vis vest on again and crawl out through one of these holes to see if I can see the little sleeping bag set up if I really look hard. I don't think so, because I'm in like a part where there's just shadows here, and aside from a few headlights hitting me in the face, there shouldn't be too much to see. There's other spots behind me, and those spots are more in the light, but I'm in the perfect spot for this. I'm not going to do that alcohol stove in here because these branches are really dry. See, I can just crack one off.
Wow.
Dry. I did hear some sirens in the distance, and what looked to be an unmarked police cruiser did a little turnaround and drove back that way where the sirens were coming from. I'm sure it's not for me, because there was a gentleman walking down the tracks earlier there, and he was screaming very loudly some words I've never even heard before. And I think they may be going to check on him to be sure he's all right.
Wow.
Things are still really lively here. I can't believe it. It's getting a little bit late, and I haven't even made my wrap yet. But they got to go to bed eventually, right?
This poor guy just wants to eat.
Stealth test. The dumbest thing I could do, because I've gotten away with this. I came in right before dark. Nobody's seen me. I haven't used any lights. And actually, I can film with just the traffic lights on me. So that's perfect. But yeah, I'm going to hang up this. That's just a cab. I'm going to hang up this orange plastic bag a little bit there. And I'm not going to put a light on because I don't want to tempt fate. But I will walk around this thing and see just how obvious that possibly could be. I don't think very obvious. I think this is walk in the park. And one of the good rules of stealth is you can't beat a stealth spot.
Why would he give up this spot, though? Like, I feel like he's in a pretty good spot. I feel like no one's seen him. I don't know why he would test the waters like that. Like, if he's already in a good position, if he crawls out and like looks around the place, people are definitely gonna see him. And then they're probably gonna see him crawl back in. So like the probability that they're gonna see you when you crawl outside is way higher than if like you just stay in there and you trust the process. Like I don't get why he's gotta go outside. Is that just for like content? I mean, because if you're just doing it for that, then fine. Like, make an exciting video, sure. But like, I don't understand the mentality of like somebody who just wants to do this. I wouldn't do it. If I were in this position, I would not do that. Absolutely not. I would trust the process. I'd be like, hey, if they see me, they see me. If they don't, whatever. But like, no, this has got to be for views.
You know, I could go crazy putting up that camo netting in here, but that's just not necessary. A good spot that really hasn't been used or discovered, there's no sidewalk around the outside. You'd have to really brave the traffic during the day to get back and forth out here. Let's hang this up and go see what we can see.
Yikes. Good luck, dude. Good luck.
I'm just waiting for a big burst of traffic to come by here because there's a traffic light up the road. And as soon as it goes green, everybody comes through, and it should be red for a minute or so. And that'll give me enough time to walk around.
All right, so he kind of timed it out. That sort of works. Go, 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 go. There's always one straggler.
Seems to be all there is for traffic, but there's some people doing some construction work down there, which is not ideal. However,
no.
There's a way out here that I don't have to crawl. There's one way in and out without going on your hands and knees. And this is it.
Oh.
So good. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So that's the work that's going on up there. All right, we're walking around this way, away from the construction work.
Dude, I cannot imagine the amount of bugs that must just absolutely infest you in this scenario. I mean, I don't know. That just might be me who like just fucking hates bugs like that, but like cringe.
Just about a perfect roundabout if I've ever seen one.
It's so round. It's so goddamn round. Dude, get out of the street, man. They're coming for you. Oh, he's just going to check the footage.
Okay, so there's a car coming, so I certainly cannot just crawl in there. And actually, I think that's a peace officer, which is even better. That's a safety patrol, and they've just stopped. Okay, this is bad, and
yeah,
I don't know what to do. So he's going to come around and probably talk to me. I'm going to say there's a bird here. I was trying to get on film. Yes, there he is. Excellent. Oh, community safety patrol.
This is so like I'm sure this fucking asshole is just clenching the entire time, like just looking at a bird. Just looking at a bird, officer. Bird watching. Very, very important to watch these cardinals up here. Do you see the way that they flutter? They flutter so fabulously. Be like, my brother, it is nighttime. There are 0 birds. What are you talking about? They're stealthy. They're stealthy birds.
And there he goes. Okay, the heart's beating like a hummingbird here.
birds.
So
Yet again.
that's pretty cool. And he's turning around, probably going to come and talk to me. So I'm just going to have to play it cool.
You made this happen. You made this happen. When you walked outside, you knew this was a possibility, and yet you did it. You did it for views. He had to have done it for views. I mean, there's no shame. There's no shame.
This might be me getting busted for doing a stupid stealth test, and I just don't know.
Yeah. 100%. This is why you don't tempt fate.
Goes that way. Community Safety Patrol. So, yay! Community Safety Patrol is not going to arrest me, but they will call the police out things. So, not quite sure what to do exactly, but
what a narc! What an absolute narc!
He's on me for sure.
Narcoleptic.
That's a given. Should I crawl back in there? I just don't know. I really don't know. Very bad timing. Very bad timing.
Yeah. What does he do in this scenario, guys? What do you think he should do? Pick your own adventure. No, if I were him, what I would do is I would... See, it's so hard because if you go into the roundabout and you crawl back in there, there's a high likelihood that they're going to find you. But if you just hang out for a bit, they're going to come up to you and ask you anyway, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's this about? You know what I mean? I don't know if I don't even know what you would do in that scenario. I mean, having been doing something similar, I would have probably gotten out of this area for a little bit. So I would have lost them by it's so much harder to do on foot. Like in a car, you could just drive away, go somewhere else. But on foot, it is really, really difficult to lose someone. It would take hours, So this would set somebody back for hours. I don't know how you would do this. Yeah, it is probably best. Because then at least if they catch you, then you're nice. So you're not spending hours trying to
there. And we're just gonna stay in here as quiet as possible.
Yeah. Rip that orange down, dude. Rip that orange down.
Okay. No, that's somebody else. We're just gonna lay low and
lay low.
Try to ignore the fact that Community Safety Patrol saw me and up around here.
Yikes.
Oh boy, here we go. All right, so just gonna lay low, hunker down, keep things dark and quiet. They're parked in that parking lot over there. I came in on the other side they couldn't see, and wow, bad timing. So I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and wait for this all to blow over.
I can see why this is up to 8 million views right now, because the way he's building tension about halfway through here, that's actually really cool. He's done a good job of constructing a good narrative. Although I don't agree with the decision he made here, he made an 8 million viewed video, so that's got to count for something.
I think I can hear them on the radio or something. Jeez. If he comes over to walk around, I'm done for.
Yeah.
The security guy left. I'm just laying in wait for the police to show up, but hoping they won't. So let's see what happens. A little more waiting, and then I can probably consider myself in the clear.
Yeah, that probably was the smart thing to do in that scenario. Just like crawl back into your little hidey hole here and try to hide as best as possible. Because I mean, what are they gonna do? They're gonna try and find him. But who's to say that he didn't just like walk in a direction somewhere? They're gonna try and look at. I mean, that would seem more reasonable. Why would you be hiding in a roundabout?
Yes, I broke a lot of stealth camping rules there to go out and walk around. And I will say, if you're seriously stealth camping, go in right before dark, set up, stay very quiet, don't talk to a camera, don't have any lights on, and definitely don't get out and walk around to show what it looks like on the outside when there's still traffic around. But the reason I do that is not just out of a cautionary example or an experiment, but also to make a more interesting video than me sitting in a little grove of trees rambling on.
Did I not say that? Did I not say that? I literally just said he's doing this for views. There's no way that he's not doing this for views. Yeah, 100%. You would make a more entertaining video that way. And obviously, I mean, look at the tension you've built here. Yeah, good job. Good job. That's exactly what you're doing there.
About stuff. So with that said, say we got lucky, and that's the rules of stealth camp. In right before dark, out ideally before light, but you know, things could have gone a lot worse than they did, and I'm quite pleased. So we're about to start building a little wrap here because I am just famished and I got to eat something. Definitely a quite different meal today. This one features the.
So he said that about halfway in. About halfway in, he said, "Yeah, that was kind of just for views. Don't do that." And yet, people still pretty much stick around for the rest of the video. I feel like he proposed a resolution right around the center there. So this is really interesting to watch.
Salsa enchilada kit, which has both iceberg and romaine, along with a salsa ranch dressing.
You'll notice too that he's in a coat. This, I think, really is only. Oh, it's hard to tell because of the leaves that are on there. So maybe this is like. Maybe this is more towards like early spring. But yeah, you can't typically do this during the heat of the summer because you just be completely infested with bugs right now. And it wouldn't provide enough cover if you did this in winter. So I feel like there's only like select times of the year that you could actually pull this off. I'm going to guess it's early spring here.
Not
like the salad.
Taco seasoning, cheeses, yellow and blue tortilla strips, vinaigrette, salsa, ranch, a whole bunch of stuff. And of course, it comes with a lot of packaging, which is unfortunate. But for camping, you're looking for convenience. And stealth camping especially, I don't want to be sitting here chopping up a huge head of iceberg lettuce. But it smells salsa-ish. That's pretty good. Turkey.
It just focuses in on like some guy walking in. That would be fucking great. Perfect video. Like he gets caught right here.
So oven roasted in-store turkey. Throw that in there. I'm so hungry I don't care if it's cat food. It's going in there. Kind of. So
I'm sure.
Dumped it all in the bag it came in. I'm gonna shake it like it's a Polaroid picture and dump it in one of these flour corn tortilla wrap things. That's not stealth
No, stop.
Wrap, lettuce,
Oh.
turkey, the cheese that came with this thing.
Why are you doing it?
Still spilling some of it, but
I hate it.
all right.
No. Did he eat that from the ground? I hope he did.
Wrap this thing up. I usually prefer to use a pita, and that's okay. All right.
Oh, I love my lettuce burrito. So good, dude. Look, that face is exactly what I expect from somebody who just ate a fucking lettuce burrito right now. There's no fucking meat on that whatsoever, dude. That thing is a piece of shit. Yes. That level of discomfort is exactly what I expect. Look at that face. It's so sad. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'd feel the same way. I'd feel the same way. If somebody had Chipotle, if I was like, yeah, could I have some lettuce on that? And they were just like, and they just kept going. I was like, dude, what, that's enough lettuce. And they kept going and they gave me this amount of lettuce on my burrito. And I was like, just too nice to say anything. And I sat down and I put it in my mouth. That is the face that I would have. Absolutely disgusted.
Kind of healthy.
It's one way to describe it.
But easy. So, as always, I'm going to thank the people that have donated to the Beer Donation Fund.
Hey, shout out.
As always, thank you. Happy birthday to all the folks that are having their birthdays.
Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday, Bridget.
Good thing there's not a lot of bears like right in the city here, because
Nancy Elaine BMD. Dude, come on. Come on, Nancy. That is quite the name. Dr. Elaine. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wash this sleeping bag before I get out to do serious wilderness camping, because it smells like salsa ranch.
Yeah, you probably spilled it all over the place.
I do struggle sometimes trying to come up with stealth meals that are going to fit in a backpack that I can actually prepare in something like a roundabout quietly.
How about a PB&J? How about something real stealthy? Something that you could just like whip up in a small little. How about pre-rolled, pre-made breakfast burritos that you've frozen and then you just warm up in this environment? Like something that you prepared for. Like obviously it's not really breaking any rules here. You're taking a salad that's already been prepared. Everything is there for you to just put all the pieces together. You could do that yourself. You could have other things where you could just put all the pieces together, or you could just have the fucking burrito there. Like you could have made that burrito ahead of time, right? And then those would fit into your backpack fine. I don't understand the necessity to like get a bag of salad and then make it in the bag. I don't get that pursuit, but that's just me.
Without fire exploding all over the place. And in the summer, these nice, easy wrap things are just a great option. So I'm going to get creative with them here. Some wraps, some rolls, some pizza wrap rolls, and I'll just be making these things like crazy. The traffic has died down, and it's an absolutely beautiful night under the stars. I could have probably fit my bivvy tent in here, but not really necessary. The weather forecasts are always right. Am I right? But I stuck my head in a couple days ago to try and scope the place out. And I kind of tried to crawl in, and I said, it'll probably do. But I didn't know how good it would be under these laurels. I know these are a typical really good hedge plant. There's a lot of foliage, and you can pretty well hunker down. Some of these trunks on these things are, 10 inches around So it's a pretty good place.
We love a 10-inch trunk. Oh, chonky boy.
And it's only going to get better over time. You know, they die off on the inside, but the outside is just a lush canopy of cover. So I couldn't be happier here. And I used to live here back in the day in my motorhome. And some of those spots are closed off now. I don't actually see a lot of people van lifing or boondocking out here. And I hope I'm not to blame for that. But, you know, some of the places that I used 10 years ago are completely blocked off now.
Hold up, guys. Let's just have instead boondocking in downtown Chicago. Guys, I'm not in Chicago. I don't know why it's telling me I'm in Chicago. Boondocking. How about define boondocking? Boondocking is camping without the hookups. What's the fun? What's the fun in camping without the hookups? I mean, come on. You can't take the hookup culture out of camping. It's the best part. You make a little s'mores, you roast some marshmallows, put a little chocolate on there from a little graham cracker, right? And you're sharing it with a baddie with a backpack, and you're, you know, get down and dirty. Oh, BLM. All right. Okay. Let's go. Oh, the Bureau of Land Management. All right. Okay. My BLM hookups. Hell yeah. Let's see. Boondocking is camping without hookups at undeveloped, primitive, remote campsites. It is a type of off-grid camping where you camp outside of a designated campground. Oh. Really? That's what the boondocks are? Why do they have to like double down on this? No hookups. Shut up, dude. That's the best part. Boondocking can be done on public lands such as national forests, Bureau of Land Management, or other remote land. Okay. Boondocking involves BLM. Wait a minute. Camping outside of designated campgrounds, self-sufficiency, and independence may require a permit or permission to camp. Why would you need a permit or permission to camp if it's on public land? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Dispersed camping, camping outside of designated campgrounds. Okay. I almost did this actually. Wild camping. Yeah. Yeah, because there's some areas that are just designated as wilderness and you just like set up camp there. And then people warn you like heavily against it. They're like, do not sleep outside. Do not seek the treasure. And you're like, I want to seek the treasure though. I want to seek the treasure. I'm here fucking on a campsite ready to hook up. What do you mean? Dry camping, camping without any hookup. Dude, tripling down on this. There's no reason to take the hookups out of camping. There's just no reason to do that. If you're going outside to sleep, not in a cozy apartment, not in a car, why are you taking the one good thing that they have, which is bumping ugly? Why would you take that away from these people? All they have is fucking each other, and you take that away? Come on, guys. This is just not right. I don't respect boondocking. I don't think anyone should. This is ridiculous.
No, and I haven't got to explore them for. So I couldn't be happier here. And I used to live here back in the day in my motor.
Sounds like a Canadian Ethan Klein.
Home. And some of those spots are closed off now. I don't actually see a lot of people van lifing or boondocking out here. And I hope I'm not to blame for that. But,
I feel like you might be. You're taking all the hookups away, my guy. In a roundabout way, you were taking all of the hookups away from us. This is just not right, man. This is not right. But you need to be stopped and not here because there's no stop signs to be found because you are in a roundabout, sir.
Some of the places that
That was a stealthy argument. I apologize. I apologize.
used 10 years ago are completely blocked off now. And I haven't got to explore the places but we used to park at, it's all no camping, no overnight parking, nothing like that. So I guess the place is a lot busier now. Houses and condos are sprouting up like mushrooms everywhere. So there's a lot more people here.
Can we do mushrooms still? Never mind. We're on YouTube.
And, when you got that much demand on space and parking lots, people obviously have to make different rules. But is there a bus still running? Wow, they got good transit service here. I'll say that. But anyway, yeah, it's been a successful night. The police never came back, which is always a great thing. The security guard
I love how it's a great thing when the public safety officers are not there. Like that should tell you everything you need to know about our concept of safety in this culture. Like when the public safety officers are rejoiced as of being absent, that should tell you everything we want about safety in this culture.
left. Actually, I did see another one that said security driving around. But I'm just hunkered down here, counting down the hours. I'm going to crawl in here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the evening. Beautiful out and peaceful, finally.
I low-key think that you could live like this for a while. You just camp in different areas and don't get caught. Just don't get caught. But like, just move to different places. The only thing is like life has got to be super lame when you do that. Not gonna lie, if I had to do this like 24/7, it's just like find a place to crash for the night. Like, I feel like the first 3 days would feel like an adventure. And then every day beyond that would be like an absolute catastrophe. I would never want my Tempur-Pedic more than on a 3-day bender of just finding different roundabouts to sleep. Just you could do it for a while, but it would be so freaking lame to just like only do this, right? What I always fantasize about though, and I could be alone on this, I could be alone, but what I've always fantasized about is there a way that you could live outside of the perception of society? Could you, for example, like we explored a video on this page where a homeless woman was living in the sign of a Family Value store. And I find that so fascinating because you don't pay anything to live in that environment. How long could you go living outside of the perception of society? I think that's a really fascinating concept. I've always thought about living like, what if you were to live inside of a highway sign? What would that look like? Like, obviously, it wouldn't be like, oh, there's a highway sign there. Let's go live up there. But it would be like, I own the highway sign. Like, I own that piece of land that the highway sign is on. I own that highway sign. I maintain it. It's part of my business. I just live out of it also. You would live outside of the perception of society. I think that would be super fascinating. Could you live underground somewhere, right? That's just a blank piece of land. But could you live underground outside of the perception? Where could you live where no one could find you. I love that idea because sometimes you just want to fucking chill for a bit. You want to chill for a very long time. And like, I wonder if there's a place that you could go where every single day, it doesn't really matter when you wake up. You could wake up whenever. You could do whatever you want. Life, anything in life that you want to do has been unlocked because you're not chained to this idea that you need to continuously get up, work for some money that you're going to give away to other people. Is there a way that you could have zero financial liability? That doesn't involve a pyramid scheme. Come on, guys. I don't want that in my DMs. Do not hit me up with "it works." I know it works, okay? I'll keep saying it. It's part of the domain, all right? I know it works. Does it? All right. We'll play some more of the video. Don't share that. We learned something today. We learned what boondocking was. Let me close that tab. No hookups.
Time to fully hunker down.
He looks like he's setting up for a hookup, dude. Time to hunker down. Shifts shaft. Oh my God, dude.
Because it's been a great success. A couple step twos. And in the middle of a roundabout in a city I used to kind of live in when I was doing the van life thing, boondocking, motorhome thing. But no, very, very good evening. That security guard had been driving around a whole bunch and hasn't seen me yet, or either doesn't care or called the police and they're too busy. So I'm just here being quiet, being good, and just got to get through the next several hours here of sleeping undisturbed, and I think we had a great success. So of course, also please subscribe if you like this type of thing.
Guys, please subscribe to this guy, Steve Wallis. Steve Wallis with 1.53 million subscribers. Dude, we got to give that a like. We got to give that a like.
Never hurts. The algorithm likes it. But if not, then don't. Or if this isn't what you want to see, don't be afraid to unsubscribe either. I don't want to drag anybody along for this if you don't want to be involved. So, cheers, everybody. Let the hunkering down begin. See you in the morning.
It is probably, arguably, the worst sleep you'll ever have. Sleeping outside, thinking you're about to get caught. That's the worst sleep you could ever have. It's so bad. You might be free. You might have zero liability. But that, you're not, you haven't gotten away from public perception. Like, you're still subject to somebody telling you, get up, get out. Who are you? It's not a place that you can just live and be yourself. People are always going to expect something out of you. So. Ooh, it's getting light out. Oh, he slept in, dude.
That moment of waking up and saying, why am I in a roundabout? Then I remember, oh yeah, the YouTube thing. So, it was a pretty good night. The sleeping bag is supposedly rated for -7 degrees Celsius, which is about 20 Fahrenheit. I wouldn't take it on that stroll because it was just about good for last night, which was +6 or +7 Celsius, which equates to, that's got to be in the 40s Fahrenheit.
I was going to say that.
I'm really feeling quite exposed here.
Students in the cop. You need to get out of here. You can't park.
Not so much cover in the daytime as there was at night. And we're just before 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I would expect any maintenance crews to come in here. So time to get out of here. Well, do I ever love having minimal gear to take down in the morning?
Wow.
This is a real treat. Not a moment too soon. Somebody's on a lawnmower out there. And I'm going to get out of here. Nick of time, nick of time.
Sorry, what? Who was in Paris? What did you just say, sir? Oh my God.
Craziest thing, when I wake up somewhere like this and I look outside, I think, oh, I'm obvious. And then I kind of just tuck back under my blanket, hide.
Yeah.
You know, try to wake up, form my plan, my motivation to get up and going. You know, thinking that if I've covered my head, they're not going to see me. Meanwhile, I've got, you know, garbage bags and stuff that I'm plainly obvious. But, yeah, we just about got her all packed up here. Quick final check here.
Nice.
And it's really clean. Nothing left behind.
Solid.
I'm going to switch from this camera to the GoPro. So that shouldn't be as obvious as walking out of here with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. And
high visibility.
there is irrigation here.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, it didn't go off on me. That would have been bad. But awesome. We did a pretty good job here. Didn't get busted. Wow. And actually, I can sneak right across here. Perfect.
Incredible
awesome
work.
Timing. Awesome timing. Look at that. So
I want to know if like one of these businesses over here caught him on camera. And they were like, you'll never believe some dude actually just jumped into the bushes and stayed there until the morning. Like, what the fuck? Look at this for a second.
Yeah. The actual maintenance crew is out there, inching closer to
City Centra Park, building a community for you. City Park. Let's see. City Centra Park. Let's find out what that is. Oh my gosh, really? City Center Park. .ca. Is that in Canada? I mean, he sounded like he had a Canadian accent. It does kind of check out. City Centra Park. Live the lifestyle. It has a logo. Hold up. Building a community for you. What if I just like Google building a for you? This definitely seems like British Columbia, Vancouver, like Langford. I think that's where they said they were. City of Langford. Yeah, actually, that building I think was in the distance. Yeah, because that was the building that was lit up at a distance there. So let's see, building and development. Definitely in Langford. All right. Okay. Visitors by sea, by air, by land. Two lanterns. Two lanterns by sea. One lantern by air. Wait. Two lanterns by sea. One lantern by land. No lanterns by air. Because, that would be too obvious. Come on.
Towards the roundabout. So
Yeah, that's that building right there. That's that building that we were looking at.
perfect timing. And even better to get out of here before they realize I don't work for their company. And
they're going to make you do stuff, dude.
I'm amazed at how many people don't really know how roundabouts work, because what was happening last night all through the evening is a vehicle would come in, and instead of continuing straight, they would turn in here, turn around, and then go out the other way. So,
what? Are you what?
New to me. I've never seen that type of thing before for roundabout usage. So,
oh, I hear roundabouts. Meanwhile,
good. Nobody suspects a thing. You're just driving right past. Awesome.
They should really have that as just a simple question to answer during your test. Like, hey, quick question before we pass this card off to you. How does a roundabout work? And they just like look at you, and they will not give it to you unless you answer it correctly. Hey, one last question. You drive into a roundabout. I know those are a little quirky, right? What's your next move? And I would say it depends on where I'm going. Am I going straight? Am I going to the side? Because if I'm going straight, then I go around the roundabout, then I go straight. Then you got to yield to the people that are inside of the roundabout. So, you just keep driving. You just keep driving. Keep driving until you can turn off, until it's your turn. Just wait your turn. Wait your turn.
The car is even still there with no ticket on it. Can't beat that.
Could you imagine if you were just like running out like, no, don't ticket me, that's my car, I'm coming. It's ridiculous. Coming out of some bushes.
Oh yeah, they were getting closer and closer to that roundabout. So I picked maybe not the best day to do it because they're doing the maintenance on the boulevards. Ideally, Saturday and Friday night, they're not likely to be out working on the weekends. So that's one of the best days to do it. However, still worked, was pretty good. There's a stadium not far from where I was camped, and they got some kind of a bird repellent system. Unless it's a bunch of
this guy and his fucking birds, dude. Like, I don't know, it must have been some bird repellent system, because I was trying to look at the birds and my heart was beating like a hummingbird.
Really crazy birds. It was like an extremely loud flock of birds. So that's what it sounded like. And it went on for quite some time. That impacted the sleep quality. But overall, I would probably not do that one again. The traffic noise is just too much. The location itself, brilliant. If that was on a seldom used residential road in the middle of nowhere, that would be everybody's dream come true. Everybody's childhood dream right there, roundabout. But I don't know. We'll see if my antics make them chop all those trees down and put in a fountain. I certainly hope not. I'm just going to dump out this garbage and then head back to go get beautiful wife, and then we're going to go do a little bit more camping. So stay tuned, everybody. Cheers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Thursday, if not sooner. That's the goal. But
Yeah, but no hookups though. You're like, yeah, my beautiful wife, but you're not hooking up. So like, what's the deal, dude? No or sorry, you are boondocking. What the hell?
we'll see. I've done most of the work on scoping out new locations. About 6 or 7 of these. So this is the hard work is done, and I have basically almost met up with everybody, all the friends and family here that I've put off for so long. So yeah, we're on track. Never been more excited. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. No, I'm sorry, dude. Ooh, Skeeter Jean. We were just watching him yesterday. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna stop sharing. Yeah, it's been an exciting stream. 1 hour. 1 hour. Can you believe it? 1 hour. Yeah, no, it was fun because that's a really fun concept that I love to dive into. I know I was being silly there, but it is a topic that I genuinely enjoy. So shout out to that gentleman for his wonderful video. Definitely give him a follow and give him a like on his video. I will link that in the description. And I will definitely send that information because I definitely don't want to feature content that isn't readily available. So check out the description for that gentleman's video and exactly how to find that content. Thank you so much for uploading to YouTube. That is 8 million views worthy. I mean, that's a great video. Great job, my man. Steve Wallis. Great job. All right, that's about it for me tonight. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Give me a kissy. Come on, do it.